That's a great question. I talk about therapy and rehab a lot. Yes. Based on what happened to me, it happens to a lot of young men, young women, and we hold on to it as we get older. Being molested, being touched, being raped, being bullied, being forgotten about, being discarded as children, being given up for adoption, being put into the foster care system. I went through all of that except being put up for adoption. Therapy is crucial and important. A lot of black men and men as well all over the world, but a lot of black men are taught to not cry. Crying is for little girls. Don't be a punk, man up. Don't fall in love. Don't hold hands. Don't hug. I went through all of that. The things that happened to me as a child started at 5 years old. And then 7 years old, I was watching porn. Then 8 years old, I lost my virginity. And then between the ages of 10 and 12, I had an uncle that was touching me. And so that's what I knew, being abused, being neglected. My parents didn't know any of this. And I was wet in the bed from ages 5 to probably 12 or 13. I found out why I was wet in the bed when I was 47 years old when I started my therapy. It's because I was abused, neglected. But black men are taught to suck it up, man up. And what does that mean? We never get an answer. We just told to suck up and man up, but it doesn't do us any good. And then we go into our relationships being mean, being ornery, being disrespectful, being disgruntled, being unhappy, being rude, cheating, lying, deceiving, all the narcissistic things. And we start doing that as a child. The ghosting, the gaslighting, the silent treatment. It starts when you're a child, a young man, a young lady. And so a lot of us don't ever go into therapy. I should have gone to therapy at 5 years old. Now, here's the thing with therapy, and I'll talk about therapy and rehab. Rehab is not related to drugs when I'm talking about therapy. Women and men go into therapy, and then guess what? You go back home after therapy, whether it's an hour a day, 2 hours a week, and you go back home to where you live with that person that put you in therapy. And so you have no rehab. Rehab is being around people that love you, being around people that care for you, being around people that uplift you, being around people that want to see you be successful, being around people that want to get you away from the person that has you in therapy. That's the rehab. So for me, narcissistic personality type of people, talk therapy is what helped me out. I think psychotherapists and psychiatrists are the people that can do talk therapy and or diagnose narcissistic people. So go into therapy, stay in it, and when you come out, get your rehab. Being around people that want to help you grow and help you stay alive. Great question. Thank you for that.